Hello viewers. So I got water in my rear differential. I scoured the web and YouTube and I didn't really find much for solutions. So I wanted to make a quick video and show you guys what I did to fix it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Post your tips, tricks, or any other thoughts. Hopefully we can help somebody else out. So enjoy. So on a recent trip to Red River, New Mexico, we drove through the Red River on the Goose Lake Trail, and it was the deepest water that I've ever been through. I've always read that it's a good idea to check your fluids after going through a deep water crossing. So as soon as we got home, I checked my diffs and found that water had gotten into the rear differential. I knew that my rear differential breather tube end was located at bumper height, but I thought the valve on the end of the breather line would keep water out, but apparently it does not. This is the first rear differential drain. You can see the fluid is milky, muddy, and just nasty looking. Used gear oil should not look like this. This fluid here had been in service for about 8,000 miles, so it's apparent that water got into the rear differential. I didn't get a video of the first drain because honestly I didn't expect it. So I talked to a buddy of mine who has a friend that's a mechanic, and we agreed on refilling with oil and draining in order to clean out the differential. Now I see the issue with the rear axle housing on the Jeep JK, and probably many other models, is that the axle seals are located at the end of the axle tubes at the hub, unlike the front axle housing, where the axle seals are located at the differential. So in the rear axle, we can assume that water would have gotten into the axle tube as well as the differential. So I figured it might take several drain and fills to clean out the axle tubes. I did not pull off the diff cover. You can, but I figured it wasn't worth it since I still had the axle tubes to clean out, and I was going to follow the drain and fill procedure. I did spray a little bit of brake cleaner in the fill hole in both drain holes and let it dry overnight on the first drain. I didn't use much. I did end up trying to drive in some roads that were off camper to try to let the differential fluid go into the tubes to the end of the hubs in hopes that it would clean out any junk in the tubes. Now, the real thorough way to clean the axle will be to pull the axle shafts and maybe swab out any water and trash and clean the tubes with some solvent, but that seemed like too much work, and I wanted to give this a try. This is the fourth differential drain. You can see we made a lot of progress judging by the fluid color. So that gear oil looks a lot like the gear oil that actually went in there a couple 100 miles ago. So this is after a day of off-roading and probably 250 miles on the highway. So at this point, I called it good. And my plan is to check it again in 1,000 and then probably swap it out fully in 5,000 miles or so. Now for a little tip here, I figured I was going to have to drain and fill several times. So instead of buying the more expensive Valvoline gear oil, I went to Walmart and picked up their house brand SuperTech gear oil in a gallon jug. If you're going to do this drain and fill multiple times, why not save a couple bucks with cheaper gear oil? Some of the guys routed their fuel line or their diff breather line up to the driver's side taillight. There's a pretty good hole in the tub there that you can see, but my Jeep's a 2016, and if you look through the passenger side, you can see daylight in there, so that's in the wheel well. Yeah, there you go. So I'm just going to route it. I'm just going to run it up. Probably run it in front of the track bar, straight up, and zip tie it out of the way so it doesn't get caught on anything. And then come down this frame rail, come this way of the frame rail, come here, and then run it up in that corner up into that hole. Plenty of room to secure it too. So see how it works. This is what I ordered off Amazon. It was like $1 a foot more at the local store. This is 25 feet, 25 bucks. So I figured that's enough for my rear. I'd extend the front up a little bit and then maybe just have some on hand or or give to friends. So this is how I routed the line. As you can see, there was a natural bend in the hose, so I just kind of let it go over to the left, and then crows, and then just ran it up along that rail there and came out right here. There was a clip for the actual end of the stock diff breather hose that I just clipped into, and then ran it up there. I just put some duct tape on it for now until I get an actual like hose clamp clip or something, and then ran it up over that into the tail light area. So should work.